January 15th, 2020. A residential neighborhood somewhere in the United States. 2:47 a.m. An elderly woman appears at the front door. She's holding a kitchen knife. She doesn't knock. She doesn't ring the doorbell. She just stands there completely still, staring at the door for over 30 seconds. Her posture is unnatural. Her face is hollow in the infrared light. And that knife in her hand catches the camera's glow. The homeowner posted this on Reddit with almost no explanation, no follow-up. No information about what happened next or who she was. People immediately theorized. Was she suffering from dementia, confused in the night? Was she a potential threat casing the house? Or was she something else entirely? What makes this so disturbing isn't just the weapon. It's the timing, the silence, the complete stillness. If she wanted help, why didn't she knock? If she wanted to break in, why didn't she try? To this day, no one knows who she was or what she wanted. The post went viral, but answers never came. Just an old woman with a knife, standing in the darkness at 2:47 a.m., watching a house where people were sleeping. December 18th, 2024. Location unknown. Late evening. A homeowner receives a motion notification on their Ring camera app. A voice speaking Spanish. But it's not coming from outside. It sounds like it's coming through the camera's speaker itself. The homeowner checked with everyone. No neighbors were outside. No one from their house was speaking. The voice just appeared on the recording. Spanish speakers analyzed the audio. The voice is saying, "From the beginning and for centuries and centuries, amen." It's part of an ancient Catholic prayer called the Glory Be. The homeowner's first thought: hacking. Someone gained access and was speaking through their device. They immediately changed all passwords, enabled two-factor authentication, had professionals examine the system. The result? No unauthorized access, no breaches. The device was completely secure. So if it wasn't a hacker, what was it? A technical glitch doesn't produce coherent prayers in Spanish. Some believe spirits can manipulate electronic devices, that something was reciting a prayer it remembered from life, or maybe blessing the home against something darker. The voice hasn't returned yet, but the homeowner constantly checks their phone now, waiting for another notification, waiting to hear that prayer again. Because if something can speak through the camera, what else can it do? Is it watching them right now? July 2019, a suburban home in the United States. 8:15 a.m., leaves for work. 15 minutes later, his wife walks outside to do laundry. Normal morning routine.
I looked around. I didn't see anybody out on the road or any cars or anything. So I went back to my Ring video to make sure I wasn't just creatively hearing something.
I can hear somebody saying something, but I can't.
Well, I posted it on there.
Then she hears it, a voice begging for help. Please, Pete. Please, lady, please help. Please help. She freezes instantly. According to her statement, the voice wasn't coming from the Ring speaker. It was outside, behind her, in the physical world. She spins around. There's nothing there, just a wall. The camera shows the entire area completely empty. In the background, you can hear their dog whining, agitated. Animals sense things we can't. She ran inside immediately and called 911. The police arrived, listened to the recording, and searched everywhere. They found nothing, no one hiding, no evidence anyone was there. Multiple people have analyzed this audio. Everyone agrees you can hear someone desperately begging for help, but there's something wrong with the voice. It sounds old, degraded, like a recording from decades ago. And the cadence is off, like someone trying to speak English but not quite getting it right. Was it a residual haunting? An echo of someone who died there, calling out forever? Or was it something intelligent that knew saying please help would make her stop and turn around? The family moved out within 6 months. They never said why publicly, but friends said they couldn't shake the feeling that whatever called out was still there, still waiting. October 12th, 2024. Location unknown. Late night. A homeowner checks their doorbell camera footage. Something triggered the motion sensor the night before. A figure walks across the porch, but you can see through it. It's completely translucent. You can see the door and the wall right through its body. The figure moves like a normal person. Natural walking motion, normal proportions. But it's clearly not solid. Not fully in our reality. It doesn't interact with anything, doesn't look at the camera, just walks across the porch, like it's going somewhere else, somewhere only it can see. Then it vanishes, not walking out of frame. It just disappears instantly. The homeowner ran outside immediately, no footprints, no signs anyone was there, nothing. They've watched the video hundreds of times. The figure is too clearly defined to be a glitch. Too deliberate in its movement to be anything technical. What are we seeing? Residual haunting playing on repeat, a glimpse into another dimension, an intelligent spirit trapped between worlds. The homeowner says they feel a presence on that porch now, nothing threatening, just the sensation of not being alone. They still live there. But they stopped checking the Ring app at night. Some things are better left unseen. February 3rd, 2021. A residential neighborhood in the United States. Late evening. A couple living in their home for about 18 months. Their neighbor across the street has a Ring doorbell pointed toward their house. The neighbor's camera captures their front door. Through the window, lights start flashing. Intense, bright bursts of light, pulsing erratically, illuminating the entire interior. When the neighbors showed them the footage, the couple was confused. No TVs were on, no lights were flashing. Their TV doesn't even face that window. The husband tried to rationalize it. It must be the TV. But his wife knew better. The positioning made it impossible. Could it be light from outside? Car headlights? The flashing was too erratic, too frantic. No pattern at all. Here's the disturbing part. This happened exactly twice in 18 months. Just 2 random incidents where their house lit up for no reason. After seeing the footage, the couple started noticing other things. Objects moved. Doors open when they were closed. Sounds at night. The feeling of being watched. The camera saw it first. The first evidence that something unusual was happening in that house. They still live there. But every now and then, late at night, the wife stares at that window, wondering if tonight the lights will flash again. July 28th, 2023. A suburban neighborhood in the United States. 11:53 p.m. A doorbell camera activates. Two orbs of light appear, perfectly spherical, glowing from within. They move together across the frame. Now, orbs are common on cameras, usually dust, insects, or water droplets, but this is different. Watch how they move. They stay together, but don't remain perfectly parallel. They adjust independently while maintaining coordination, like they're intelligent. The movement is smooth and controlled, nothing like the erratic path of a bug. The homeowner has seen hundreds of bugs trigger this camera. They know what those look like. This was completely different. The orbs float for 15 seconds, then drift out of frame. They never returned. Within a week, the homeowner installed 3 more cameras. They want to be ready if the orbs come back, because something tells them this wasn't random. This was a visit, and visits can happen again. December 2023, a home in the United States. 3:30 a.m., a couple sleeps in their bedroom. In the living room, a Ring camera watches the empty space. The camera picks up audio. At first, it's unclear. Random noise. Then at 13 seconds, "I'm watching you." 3 words, spoken in an empty room while everyone sleeps. No TVs on. No devices making sound. But here's what makes it worse. At the exact moment the voice speaks, An orb of light appears in the kitchen, moving across the frame. The homeowner listened to it hundreds of times. They had the camera checked for malfunctions, changed all passwords thinking it was a hack. Everything checks out. The device is fine, which means that voice is real. Something was in that room, watching, and it wanted them to know. The couple still uses the camera for security, but they don't review footage anymore unless absolutely necessary. They're too afraid of what else they might hear, too afraid the voice might say something worse next time. November 5th, 2024. A residential neighborhood in the United States. 3:15 a.m. A Ring camera activates as something moves up the driveway. Six lights, perfectly aligned in a row, floating 4 feet off the ground, moving in formation toward the garage. As they approach, the camera's floodlight triggers. Instead of revealing what's creating the lights, they intensify, grow brighter. Then a sound, high-pitched screeching that makes your teeth ache. The lights vanish instantly. No trace, no evidence anything was there except the footage. But here's the terrifying part. This isn't isolated. The homeowner has several videos over multiple months. Same phenomenon, same time, always around 3 a.m. They've reported it to police, had electricians check everything, consulted with experts. No one can explain it. The pattern is consistent. 6 lights. 3 a.m. Moving toward the garage. That awful screeching when the floodlight turns on. It's as if something is trying to enter the garage, trying to get inside, and it keeps coming back. The homeowner doesn't sleep anymore. They lie awake, waiting for that notification, waiting for those lights to return. Month after month, they keep coming back, always searching for something. But what? October 21st, 2021, a home in the United States, mid-afternoon. Someone leaves their room, door slightly ajar. A hallway camera captures everything. For a few seconds, nothing. The door stays as they left it. Then it moves. The door swings open, slowly, deliberately, all the way open, like someone pushed it from inside. But there's no one inside. No pets, no cats, no dogs, just an empty room. Here's the disturbing detail. Just before the door moves, there's a flash, a burst of light in the hallway. The homeowner has no pets, lives alone. They've tried recreating it, checked the hinges, tested for drafts. The door won't open on its own. Yet on camera it did. And that flash right before. What was it? Energy? Something announcing its presence? Now they report other activity, footsteps in empty rooms, the feeling of being watched, objects moving. But this footage is proof something is there. Something that can interact with the physical world. June 2024, a home in the United States, 2:30 a.m. A woman's mother passed away a few months earlier. She moved back into her childhood home with her roommate to sort through belongings. Their home security camera is recording. Everyone is asleep upstairs. The room is empty. Then movement. A figure appears, translucent, walking through the frame. At one point, the image becomes clearer. You can see glasses. The woman's mother wore glasses, the exact same style. The roommate who saw the footage first was certain. That's your mother. The figure moves with purpose. It walks naturally, just like a living person would. And those glasses, that specific detail, how could a glitch perfectly recreate the exact glasses a deceased person wore? The woman wants to believe it's her mother, that she hasn't crossed over, that she's still there watching over her daughter. She still lives in that house. She says she feels her mother's presence, especially at night, especially in that room. She's not frightened, but she wonders, is her mother trapped, trying to communicate, or simply staying close, unable to let go? The camera captured something that night, something that looked like her mother, walked like her mother, wore her glasses. Whether it's proof of life after death or something else entirely, one thing is certain. These doorbell cameras are recording things we were never meant to see. Things that exist in the spaces between our world and whatever comes next. And maybe, just maybe, they're trying to tell us something. The question is, are we ready to listen?